Husband exposes cheating wife at a party. You won't believe her reaction. The music thumped around me, a low vibration that I felt through my chest. Confetti floated lazily in the air, catching the light of the chandeliers. Everyone was laughing. Everyone except me. I spotted her across the room, my wife, her red dress clinging perfectly to curves that used to belong only to me, laughing too loudly, leaning too close to him. Him, the man she promised she'd never see again. I let the glass slip from my fingers, letting the champagne soak the carpet, unnoticed in the chaos of the party. I should have confronted her then, screamed, ruined her perfect night. But no. Patience, strategy, that was my weapon tonight. A phone buzzed in my pocket, a picture. Her hand resting on his shoulder, eyes locked in a way I had once thought were only for me. I smiled, calmly. Nobody could know what I knew, not yet. I replayed our past 5 years, frame for frame. I had loved her, trusted her, built a life around promises, whispered dreams, vacations, nights spent tangled together in laughter and desire. And all the while, she had built secrets, hidden texts, deleted calls, late-night excuses. A shadow life I had refused to see until now. It wasn't just casual flirting. I had noticed patterns. The sudden warmth in her voice when she mentioned friends. The way her phone vibrated and she stepped away, smiling like a teenager with a secret crush. I had told myself I was paranoid. I had even laughed at my own suspicion, convinced I was being dramatic. But seeing her tonight, with him, feeling that electric betrayal like a knife to my chest, I knew the truth. She hadn't changed. She had only hidden better. I didn't need to yell. I didn't need tears. Just observation, calculation. I moved through the party like a ghost, unnoticed. Every smile I offered was a mask, every toast a lie. Earlier that week, I had quietly hired someone to dig into her texts, her emails. A backup had been created on the cloud, deleted photos, flirtatious messages, and plans for a weekend getaway. I had booked a room directly next to theirs at the resort where she claimed she'd be catching up with an old friend. I watched them from the balcony. Her laugh, soft and intimate. His touch, lingering just a second too long. My stomach churned, but my face remained expressionless. Every step I took, every sip I pretended to enjoy, was deliberate. I let the anticipation build. I wanted her to feel safe, to believe her secret was secure. When she excused herself, whispering to him about needing air, I followed discreetly. The elevator doors closed behind me, and I caught a reflection of her in the glass, unaware, trusting, blissfully ignorant. I had all the evidence, all the proof, and soon she would learn the consequences of her deception. Later, when they returned to the hotel, I had left a folder slipped under the door of her room. Inside, screenshots, timestamps, recorded calls. Every betrayal documented meticulously. Every excuse she ever made, dissected. I waited in the suite next door, watching the door. When she opened it, a wave of unease crossed her face. "What is this?" she whispered, eyes scanning the papers. I stepped forward, calm, controlled. "Proof," I said simply. "Everything." Her smile faltered. A tremor ran through her hands. The man she had trusted for so long, the one she thought she could hide from, was here, and he had the evidence. How?" she stammered. "Does it matter?" I replied, voice steady, cold. "You wanted freedom. You wanted someone else. Now you're facing reality." Tears welled up. Shame, fear, guilt, all wrapped into one. And I stayed composed, detached, strategically victorious. The party continued below us. Laughter, music, oblivion. I led her into the suite, quietly, closed the door. "You lied," I said, over and over. Every word, every touch, every promise, fake. Did you think I wouldn't notice? She couldn't answer. She tried to look away, to escape my gaze, but I wouldn't allow it. I handed her a glass of champagne. She hesitated. I smiled thinly. "Drink," I said. "Toast to honesty." She laughed nervously. The irony wasn't lost on me. "From now on, no more games," I continued. "I don't yell, I don't cry, I don't chase. You've already chosen your path." I walked to the balcony, letting the city lights wash over my face. I turned, one final glance. "You will live with the truth. That's your punishment. Nothing else is needed." Her knees buckled. I didn't move closer. I didn't need to. The psychological devastation was complete. I returned to my room, sat on the bed, silently sipped my drink. The city outside was alive, oblivious to her ruin, oblivious to the betrayal. And yet, I felt nothing but clarity. No sorrow, no anger, just understanding. She had been given a choice, and she chose deception. I had shown her the consequences, calmly, coldly. No shouting, no chaos, just truth. Tomorrow she would leave. I would stay. Alone, yes, but free. And in that freedom, I found something more powerful than revenge: control, peace, knowledge that I had won without losing myself. I raised my glass, a whisper to no one. "To truth," I said. And in that moment, I was gone from her world, untouchable and unbroken.
How could you do this?